Yo, what's up guys, my name is AFC Adina and I've got a game against my boy Fernando. He's got some really expensive threads, 4 next to each other. Holy, I think that's a Magma Storm Heatran, and a Stealth Rocker, only potential Rocker on his team. Rotom could be a decent lead, but because he doesn't have hazard removal, I'm going to leave it off with Clefable. He leads up with Weavile, perfect. This is like the best mon I can get a rocks against. And let's see what he does. He brings in his Heatran as expected. But yeah, I get him on rocks. He has an air balloon, so that's interesting. I'm still going into my Gliscor here, just because I think he wants to get up his own rocks, and that way I can activate my orb. Yeah, he does go for rocks. And I just click Facade. If he stays in, it pops the balloon. It hits Thunderous. Basically hits everything on his team. As he brings in Conkeldurr. Okay. I get some beautiful damage off on this guy. And I'm kind of afraid of the Ice Punch. So I'm gonna go Rotom. Because he went hard Conkeldurr on this instead of something like Thunderous. So yeah, I was expecting the Ice Punch. And there had to be a reason why he would send it out against my Gliscor. But now I'll just click Hydro Pump. Should okay, barely knocks him out, fortunately. But yeah, I do get rid of the Conkeldurr because he dies to burn, so that's pretty nice. He decides to bring in his Weavile. And I can just go into Clefable as he goes for the Pursuit. That's fine. Let's see, I can go to Gliscor setup maybe, but I don't knock out Thunderous, and if he goes hard Thunderous on my Swords Dance, it's gonna suck. I'm gonna go Weavile. Kinda want to get rid of this Weavile, because I could click Knockoff, but I really want his Weavile gone. I know he's locked into Pursuit, so I'll pursue him. I want my Clefable to commit to his Heracross. I'm just gonna Pursuit. Obviously Knockoff is a really good play here as well. But I want to make sure that I don't have to switch into this Weavile, because Icicle Crash could be annoying. He flinches me. I want to keep Clefable as healthy as possible. He actually decides to stay in, so it's gonna be the same thing. Even if he wins the last speed, he's gonna die to rocks. So I'll just Pursuit again as he stays in and pursuits. And like I said, even if I lose the speed tie, it's gonna die to rocks. So I'll Pursuit him and I win the speed tie. Nice. Weavile is also in rocks range, and I did lose my Rotom. And his Heracross is coming in. I can go hard Clefable because his Flame Orb is not activated. And he goes for a Knockoff. Would have been scary if he actually would have gone for Swords Dance, now that I think about it. But now I can just go for Moonblast. He switches out into the Heatran, but now I actually pop the balloon. That is really nice. And I can just go hard Gliscor. Yeah, I can go hard Gliscor. As he goes for Magma Storm, 64, some normal offensive damage, and I can just keep roosting. As he goes hard Thunderous, so he's gonna take other rocks damage. I get Gliscor to a pretty healthy amount, but I have to go hard Amoonguss. I know Amoonguss lives a +2 life orb to Hidden Power Rise even after rocks, and because then I can Spore him. Fortunately, Weavile's gonna die to rocks. But I do need to make this play, as he indeed goes for Nasty Plot. So that sucks, but I'll still Spore him. Goes for HP Ice, and then indeed he's life orbed as well. I am needing to clear Smog here. Just in case he wakes up, then Heatran can still beat it because he went after the +2. Hopefully he doesn't wake up now though, like first turn. first turn after the guaranteed turn. Like I could bring in Heatran, but if he doesn't wake up, I would rather attack him because it's very likely that he would wake up the turn after. Keep Clefable for Heracross, because if I'm at this range, Facade doesn't kill me. So I'll just clear Smog. Unfortunately, he wakes up, which really sucks. But yeah, he's at 36%. I still have Rocks up, so I can bring in my Heatran. He doesn't KO me even with Focus Blast. And since Toxic has a higher chance to hit the Magma Storm, I'd rather go for Toxic. As he misses, that actually helps me. So 6%, 12%, 24%. Gonna rack up. I can sack Weavile first because he's poisoned. I don't think he nasty plots here. And I think he needs his turns to attack, so I can sack Weavile. It was useless anyway, because he was dying to rocks. So that's the 12%, and I can go into Gliscor and baiting the HPIs and get in my Heatran. Let's see if it works. Okay, he does go for HPIs, perfect. Even if he clicked Thunderbolt or something, Heatran would have still lived it. But yeah, his Heatran might not even knock me out, depending on the nature. If it's not modest, I don't think it kills me. He decides to go Heracross, but he needs to click Close Combat, meaning he drops his defense. So I'll just stay in. I'll click Earth Power, put him in Facade range, but he clicks Close Combat. He takes the burn damage there, and I can go into my Gliscor. So I think I need him at around 60%. So what I'm actually gonna do is Roost. He doesn't know whether he's faster or slower yet, so he should go for Facade. So I go for Roost, and my Gliscor is faster. I have a custom EV spread on this one, and he clicks Facade, so I can basically keep my Gliscor alive. I'm gonna Roost again because the next burn turn will put him in Facade range because he has that -1 defense. And if he ends up clicking Sword Stats, then I will have a full HP Gliscor. Before Unova, I always used Gliscor to counter Heracross, so I know the cogs. I know the cogs. He actually gets a crit with knockoff, kind of annoying. But now he's at 60. He should die, but I'm gonna Roost again. Because the moment he Sword Sense, I just knock him out. And if he switches, I'll still be at +2, so it doesn't matter. I'll click Facade there. And we knock out the Heracross, perfect. Obviously Heatran will die, and Among Us doesn't beat me because of Poison Heal. So this should be the game. I just knock him out with Earthquake real quick, and obviously Among Us doesn't win, and he gives up. So pretty close battle still, but Gliscor built through for us. I guess I should have just knocked off with my Weavile on his Weavile, but I wanted his Weavile gone. I want to be sure that his Weavile was gone. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next. Yo, what's up guys? My name is AFC Adino, and I've got a PvP game for you guys. My opponent has a Jellicent, pretty cool. Good thing I don't have a Keldeo, because otherwise I would get hard worlds. But he could definitely lead off with his Jirachi. I'm gonna lead off with my Clefable though. Just want to see whether it's Stealth Rock or Choice Scarfed. But this kind of forces him to go for the Iron Head. And if he's Stealth Rock, he will use it right now. This way I can go hard into my Gliscor. I don't think a trick is coming out right now. Yeah, he goes for U-turn, so I feel like it's Choice Scarfed. Then Clefable's probably a Stealth Rocker. But he goes Rotom instead of Weavile. That's still fine, because I can still bring in my Among Us. The only annoying thing is if he Volt Switches here, he could bring in his Conkeldurr. But let's see if he's going to make the Volt Switch play. Oh, he just goes for Wisp. So he was kind of expecting a switch there, because I did have the Poison Orb. But now I can just click Spore and I'll get my guaranteed turn. Or get my guaranteed Spore off on something. And he decides to bring in Conkeldurr, so that is actually amazing for me. Putting this Conkeldurr asleep really nice. And I can bring in my Clefable. Because if he wakes up, he actually won't have the Guts boosted attack. So that's really gonna be helpful, meaning that I can get up my rocks before he actually gets a lot of damage off on me. And he decides to bring in Jirachi, but that's completely fine. I get up my rocks. Rotom probably the defogger, but I'll just bring in my Gliscor right now. Can easily take a U-turn. He actually goes for Iron Head instead. Doesn't do too much to me. And I'll just click Facade there. Most likely. Oh, he actually goes for another Iron Head. Is he really trying this? Really? Fine, I'll just go Heatran. And now he switches, okay. Well, he goes Jellicent, but that's completely fine. Because I have my Heatran in, and Jellicent shouldn't do too much to me. I'm especially defensive Heatran. So I'll just go for Magma Storm first. Because I could click Toxic. I miss. Yeah, this Skull doesn't do too much to me. Really would have liked to hit that one. But I'll click Toxic now. I just went for Magma Storm in case he would have gone into his Conkeldurr. But yeah, I'll connect the Toxic finally. I still have some health on Heatran. I should keep Heatran a bit healthy. That way that Jirachi cannot flinch me down like that. I'll just go Rotom now. He doesn't have a ground type on his team, so it's a good Volt Switch for me. But he actually goes into his Conkeldurr, so taking some rocks damage. I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Because once again, he won't... Oh, that's definitely Flame Orb. That's definitely not a Salt Fest, because I did way too much. He wakes up and indeed the Facade not getting the Guts boost. And yeah, I am definitely clicking that Moonblast as he clicks Facade, but I should be able to knock him out. So that's really nice. The only annoying thing is that his Weavile can now knock me out with knockoff. He got kind of fortunate. He got really fortunate waking up on... You can count it as the first turn, because the real first turn is always guaranteed. But he actually goes into Rotom, so I'll go into my Among Us. As he clicks Hydro. He showed Will-O-Wisp, by the way, so he doesn't have Defog or he doesn't have Pain Split, one of the two. So I just can click Spore again, since his Conkeldurr is not here anymore. So I'll get my guaranteed sleep on something else. See what he decides to put asleep. Just for Volt Switch. Okay, gets the crit, of course. I missed my Magma Storm after he flinched me. Oh wait, he still has Jealous and Poisoned. That's smart. That's smart. Because does Ghost resist kick? I'll Spore again as he goes for Taunt, but the Poise is still taking. I'll go Rotom. If he stays in, I get the Volt Switch. He actually goes Weavile, so that's even better for me. Having Weavile in against, having Rotom in against the Weavile is really nice. Because he took the rocks damage, I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch. Was thinking about Pain Split, but he already took damage there. And what I can do now is, because he's locked into knockoff, that's definitely choice band damage, I can go into my Glide Square. And let's see. So we are in a really good position right now. What is he most likely going to do? I'll click Facade. It actually stays in a knockoffs, but I definitely knock him out right now. Get some poison heal recovery as well. Only thing that can really threaten me is his Rotom. I guess he could go Jirachi, but I can still switch out. Glide Square has a lot of opportunities to roost up against the Jellicent, for example, against the Clefable, so I can definitely keep it alive. He decides to bring in Jirachi. Not sure which move he wants to use, but I can go Among Us just to scout. And he goes for Fire Punch, doing 40%. We also don't see leftovers on this thing, so it's definitely Scarf, so I can bring in my Heatran. As he goes for Fire Punch again. And now I have the Flash Fire boost, so let's see what he wants to bring in on his Magma Storm. He decides to bring in Rotom. So I can nag my Magma Storm perfect. And if I get to poison this, I think that's pretty much game. I should live Hydro Pump from here. Because I'm specially defensive, so I'm gonna go for Toxic. Actually goes for Pain Split, so he doesn't have Defog. And I miss him. Oh, come on, man. Can I ever hit something? Look. Fuck. This is bad. I go Weavile and I'll just click Knockoff then. Should knock out this Rotom, right? Wait. He's literally... Oh my god. Okay. Let's knock off again. He's literally max HP, max defense. But okay, I have to go Glide Square and pray that the Jirachi doesn't flinch me. Go for Facade there. If I hit a Toxic on the Rotom, I would have just gone Among Us and all this shit wouldn't have happened. But this time Orange Jesus wasn't on my side, guys. Hopefully he doesn't flinch me down though. I am half HP. Because obviously I can roost against Clefable and against Jellicent. So please. Maybe I should scout first. Clefable, I can just sack Clefable. Actually goes for Zen Headbutt, but that has a lower chance to flinch than Iron Head. So if that's the case, I can go Glide Square. I feel like he should have just gone for Iron Head, but now I just click Earthquake. Then he actually gets the freaking flinch with, oh man. That's like a 40%. That's like a 40% chance, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I'm done. That's so stupid though. Yeah, I guess a Toxic miss just put me on tilt. I should have just gone Among Us. Letting Heatran die allowed his Jirachi to pull something like this. This should have never happened, but yeah, I guess it's my own fault. I should have just kept my head cool, but anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the battle still. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe.